Robert Weimer says, I'm worried about taking the Lions and Baltimore in week 1. Road faves in week 1 make me drink heavily. Speaking of that, and I know we're just going to go quick shots at all these games, so we can't kind of veer off course. What do you think about that feeling that dogs are more likely in week 1, not road dogs, but dogs just are more comfortable. You're more comfortable backing them in week 1 in comparison to weeks, 8, 9, 10.
I think it's valid. I really do think it's valid because we're taking a look at a team that we're heading into week 1. They're still professional athletes. And when you enter in the week 1, even the Miami Dolphins, Jimmy, even the Arizona Cardinals have aspirations. It's fun. The crowds will still be behind them, especially if they're a home dog at this point. But you're right. That's why I usually sit out from making, really decent wagers until week 3 in the NFL, because even myself, it's still hot. Like, you're still getting out of camp. A lot of these teams now, Jimmy, not so much 3 to 4 years ago where you would say, hey, you know what? In game 3, we played a half. We're ready to go. Some of these guys, Jimmy, haven't even taken a snap. And I'm talking about offensive linemen. I'm talking about quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. Sometimes it takes them to get a little bit into rhythm. So if you're going to look at that dog, to me, weeks 1 and 2 are probably the best times to actually take those dogs that you're staring right into.
Now, I've seen people tease you about not making bets in the first 3 weeks, but that makes perfect sense to me. And the teasing's for fun, like it's not negative teasing. Is that going to be play? Are you not going to make moves, or are you just going to cut the amount of moves down?
No, I'll still on the Audible. We're gonna pick every single week because as much as I like to chide myself and say I don't know if I can really win money and have a definitive look over the first 2 weeks, there's still angles that I do like, and we're going to cap these right as if it was week 3 or week 15 here to try to get that angle and edge, and I'll still go forward. But what's the word I'm looking for here? Maybe like my energy and creativity on these games where those outside angles might be there weeks 3, 4, and 5 when I've actually seen it with my eyes what's taking place. That's why I don't have that ultimate stamp it, best bet of the week, here's what we're going to do. It's just my philosophy. It's just what worked for me over the past couple of years, Jimmy.
It makes sense. And I see the mistakes that I made last year. I mean, I made one of the biggest rookie mistakes. I can't even, when I talk about it, I can't even believe it. It was week 17. Week 17, I hammered 9 or 10 games like a total schmuck and got destroyed. And then I swept wildcard week. I went 8-0 wildcard, and that just caught me up from going 1-9 in week 17. Those are mistakes I don't want to make. Now, I've been here, so this will be my 3rd start of a football season, and the last 2 in the $50K contest, which I'm going to put the link for here, the $50,000 Pick 6 contest. The last 2, I've started out terribly. Both times, I'm digging myself out of a hole, and I don't get out of it to the 4th or 5th week. So I think that I have to take a page out of your notebook. I have to slow down